Good morning, YouTubers. T-Squared with T-Squared Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. Got a great video planned out for you guys. Probably not the best background, only because I haven't really done much with my silver in the last few days. Been taking care of a bunch of different stuff, and so I haven't really changed it up. You know how I like to kind of move stuff around and add stuff, and that way you guys got something cool to look at while you're listening. But today's video is going to be a great one. Today's video, I want to talk a little bit about what I believe is the biggest bull run in the history of gold and silver, about ready, well, kind of already started really, but not too late, and how a lot of people are going to miss out. And it's sad to say this. I came up with this video because I was just reading a comment a few minutes ago, and the comment, basically my reply was, I was explaining how I actually know a couple people who had a strong knowledge of gold and silver, and literally they gave up their belief and moved on. They moved on to other things. One of them switched up and started doing currency exchanging, where you're basically betting on different currencies, what's going to do better, what's going to do worse, and kind of put gold and silver in the back. Didn't want to deal with it because he was actually making good money. He was hitting, you place some good bets, you see a nice return, and it's real quick that you can make more money on gambling than you can on gold and silver. Gold and silver is not a quick get-rich-quick scheme. It's not like cryptocurrencies where you can go rich overnight or you can go broke overnight. And the other individual actually sold out his entire silver collection. He actually was a YouTuber, and he actually did a public auction where he auctioned all of his stuff off on his channel, and then essentially just gave up on it. Wanted to get into paper silver, and the reason being because of what happened during the whole cough. We saw silver go down to $11, and a lot of people were disgusted, but a lot of people didn't really faze them. My silver stack did not change. I couldn't get any at $11, so it didn't matter to me what the price went to. And then after that, the price went all the way up, and from that day on, he said, if I had just had paper, I could have just bought big on paper, and then when it went up, I could have sold it, taken my profits, and made more than doubled your money. And real quick, technically, 11 to 30 is a pretty nice gain. And I think a lot of people, though, are going to miss out because that's not the only two. There's a lot of people out there that I've heard say, when silver gets back to where I bought in at, I want out. I can't wait to get out. I've heard a lot of people say that. Me, I'm in it for the long haul. Will I sell some? If I need the money, yeah, I'll sell a little bit to pay for something that I've been wanting to buy, because right now I'm tight. I'm tight with my money. I was actually sitting there today looking at my vehicle, and I said, man, do I want to buy a new vehicle? I mean, I'm not going to pay for it. Let's be honest. I'm going to make payments on it. And part of me wants to, but part of me don't want to, because, I mean, for every dollar I can put in gold and silver, I'm expecting big returns coming. And a lot of people are going to miss out on big returns, and they're going to want to get in when the ball starts really climbing high. I think when silver hits its $50 all-time high, I think it is going to have a pouring in like you would not believe, where people are all going to want to pour money into it. And essentially, I won't say they missed the boat, but it would have been nice to have gotten it at $15, $20, you know what I mean? Our stacks are getting more and more expensive every day. I mean, I look at the stuff that I'm picking up now, and I'm like, man, $100 doesn't go as far as it once did. How many people remember, and not everybody's going to have a different number because we're all different ages, but this right here is junk silver. When I first got in, I have actually seen junk silver sell as low as, I want to say 12 or 14x. Now think about that. $1.40 for a dime. That kind of sounds crazy to some people, especially since right now we're paying what, roughly 22, I think. So $2.20, maybe even 22.5, 23. Silver and gold is going higher, and it's going to keep going higher. And we don't even have the majority of the people that are going to get into it yet. And once a lot of them get into it, they're going to pump it up even higher. But unfortunately, they're going to be getting in at it higher. And there's even going to be people that will get into it. When silver breaks $100, can you just imagine how many people are going to want to pour into it? You're going to probably be getting phone calls from every person that you've ever talked to about silver. And they're going to say, oh, my word, I heard about silver. Is there any way you can tell me how I can buy some and this and that? And here's the problem that comes up with that. As soon as there's a pullback, they want to come crying back to you. Oh, I bought silver. I never should have bought it. I don't know why. I listened to you, on and on and on and on and on. And I've seen it happen so many times. I actually helped somebody buy some coins when silver was at $29. And it had jumped. It was during the shutdown. So it was about a year ago maybe. And all of a sudden silver started coming down to 27, 25, 24, 22, 40, 22.40. And needless to say, me and him are not friends anymore. And it's sad in a way because he couldn't see it. He just couldn't see it. All he could see was the short-term number. And I had another buddy of mine who actually introduced us. And he's like, what do you think his collection's worth now? I said, a lot more than he bought it for. I would buy his whole collection off him for more than he bought it for now. You know, it just, now's the right time. I mean, it's still golden opportunity. But you got to look at short pullbacks, long-term growth. You can't just be short-minded. You know, when you see a pullback, you got to jump on it and buy a little bit more, buy the dip. Be happy that it's a buying opportunity. Because I firmly believe when the manipulation comes to an end, and there's a very good chance that it could be coming pretty soon, as things are escalating around the world. You know, we're about ready to find out, I guess, how strong the dollar really is. I believe there's a lot of countries that are moving against it. And when it comes, that's it. And you'll understand you made the right choices, stacking. So many people today are stuck in a get-rich-quick mindset. They want everything now. And I guess society has done that to them with credit cards. I talk to some people, they want to buy a house, but they don't want to, they think they should have the nicest house on the block, essentially. And that's not really the way things are supposed to be. Can it happen? Yeah, if you're willing to sign your life away for the next 40, 50 years. And I say that because I've actually heard that some house payments go to 50 years now, which to me is insane. But I guess 40, 50 years would be the only way that some people can afford some of these things. And I don't even think big companies care how long you're indebted to them for. I mean, I know for a fact cars have gone up to a 7-year payment now in some cases. 5 is the average. I ended up putting mine when I had bought mine last time. Granted, that was 12 years ago, roughly. I put mine on a 4-year. I told them I'm only paying 4 years. That's it. I said 5 and 6 years is crazy. However, newer vehicles have gone up. They're charging more. I know a lot of people that are on a 6-year note, and they look at it like, it's no big deal. You're just going to make a payment, minimum payment. It doesn't matter. That's not what our money is supposed to be. Money is supposed to be you work and you save, and your money holds its value. It doesn't lose value like we're seeing in essentially most fiat currencies today. What you can buy for silver with your monthly or weekly purchase is getting to be smaller and smaller. There's going to come a time when $100 may not even buy you an ounce of silver. I did that short video the other day. 7 ounces of silver for $100. And now you're lucky if you can find 3. However, most people can't find 3. You're looking more at about, well, just not quite 3. I mean, at $32 spot roughly. I know it might be $31.50. We'll say 32 for a round number. $32 spot. You're talking $96 spot. By the time they add on the premium, which is usually about $3-4, you're well over $100. And that makes it harder and harder for people. And a lot of people are going to look at a stack. I remember looking at someone. He's a big YouTuber. You know who he is, I'm sure. I say that because when I look at my YouTube algorithm, it says the majority of the channels that y'all watch. It says you're in line with these other channels. And he's one of the other channels. And I watched one day he did his full stack collection on gold. And I was amazed. I was like, wow, what an impressive stack. But you got to remember, some of these people were stacking at $400 an ounce on gold. I was lucky enough to get some at $1,000 an ounce. And then I started really believing in it at 13, at 14, at 17. Those were the big numbers. Once it got up there, then I just firmly believe in it now. And it's not just gold. I believe in silver even more. I think silver is going to do even better. I think silver has been manipulated for so long that a lot of people have forgotten the true value of silver. We pull it out of the ground at, I don't know, we'll just say 12 to 1 because everybody's number is a little different. But 12 to 1 is a safe number. I doubt it would be any more than 12 to 1. Some people want to make an argument 6 to 1, 8 to 1, but let's just say 12 to 1 for fun. 12 to 1, but yet, I mean, the gold-silver ratio is what, 80? I mean, it's came down a little bit in the last couple of days, but, how is it people even believe that? I Google it periodically just to see what I can find for answers, and I get told supply is not the only factor. Yeah, silver has more silver than gold, obviously, at least in the Earth's crust. However, I know some people will make the argument that there's a lot less silver now than gold. I've actually heard that argument. Why? Because we do waste a lot of silver. We put it in technology, and then technology in a wasteful society goes right back into the landfills, into the ground, and it will be broken up, and that's it. It's just funny how people don't understand. A lot of people liking gold right now more than anything. And I'll be honest, there's something about gold that just mesmerizes me. When I'm holding a gold coin, I just want more of it. And I don't know why that is. Even though what makes sense is silver is the better buy. But it's a lot of wealth in a small, compact area, I guess you can say. And it's only going to go higher, gold and silver. But I think silver is going to do a whole lot better. I actually talked to someone the other day. He picked up a couple silver dimes, a couple silver quarters. Not really a lot, just, it was payday, and he picked up a little bit of stuff. A lot of people, they look at the small amount that they can get for their money as, it's not going to make a difference. When silver and gold really shoots up, specifically silver, I think you would be shocked how much money. I talk about this a lot. That's why I really kind of like these. I want you to look at this for a minute. This is 1 gram of gold. Think about how hard someone works for just this. A silver dime, which is a 1/10 of an ounce. Well, a 14th. I better be correct in saying that. A 14th of an ounce. There are people around the world to this day, not just historically, that will still work for this much money a day. It's kind of comical almost. I want you to think about that. This is $1. This is $2.25. People are willing to work for that. People would work all day in a vineyard in the old days for roughly a 1/10 of an ounce of silver. People just don't understand. Because a lot of us that watch YouTube videos a lot, I won't say all day. I'm thankful that if you do watch my videos all day, but the people that watch a lot of these videos, a lot of us live in advanced countries, first world countries, I guess what you'd call it. We have the luxury of being able to purchase gold and silver at still relatively a low premium. And a lot of that's because it's heavily manipulated. I personally am thankful for the big bankers for their manipulation of it. Why? Because it makes it to where I can get even more at a cheaper price. Because one day the manipulation is going to come to an end. And people are going to realize that, man, what happened to Bitcoin? It's been leveled. Or what happened to cryptos? It's been leveled. Stock market's been leveled. Derivatives leveled. And all that's going to be there at that point is going to be something gold, silver, land, sound stuff of value. If you doubt that for a minute, take a look at the Great Depression. Look what happened. Look at the way what people valued, they didn't value at the end. I mean, they were living high on the hog. 1929 was probably one of the greatest times, they'd say, back then. Now I look at it today and I say we're living in probably the greatest times due to essentially how free money is. Some people out there, I understand, they might be struggling. Maybe they're going through medical issues, but you have to understand what I'm talking about is an average across the board. The average person, if they weren't in debt over their head, making huge payments, then they would be doing pretty well. But the point of the matter is people are putting too much on credit cards. They're eating out too much. They're buying a nicer car than they need. They're buying a bigger house than they need. And that's it. I mean, there's some people that are just living on simplicities, a tiny house, which is kind of something I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind a nice little house that I just need a window unit to keep it cool. I mean, think about that. A cooler, essentially, but maybe not that cold, But I think coolers run about 7. I don't know. Does a cooler run 7? What does a cooler run? Is it 62 or 72? I don't know. I kind of like my room cool. So, but it just doesn't add up how people can be totally missing this. We try to tell people, we try to tell our friends and family, and they laugh at us. And a day is going to come where they're going to wake up, and that's going to be it. It's going to be too late. And then, unfortunately, you're going to be able to say, hey, I tried telling you, bro. You laughed, you thought it was a joke, and you missed out. And now that's it. So, it's something to think about. Hopefully you guys are stacking. Hopefully we're going to see a little bit of a pullback at least. I'm still hoping for a good low buying opportunity on Monday, Sunday night, Monday. We'll see how the markets go. I'm going to know really when I wake up tomorrow morning, I'm going to know right off. I'm going to know instantly. I'm going to look at my phone. I'm going to see as soon as I wake up what the price of silver is, and I'm going to say, nope, that's it. It ain't going down. And then I'm going to know the price will run up come Tuesday or Wednesday to higher numbers. Unless some crazy thing happens like the big WW. We'll see. If that happens, then, we could see a huge pullback. But will you be able to get any? I tried looking around today for some deals on stuff, and I was like, what a waste of time. I can't find anybody selling anything at what I would consider a good deal. I'm looking for buying opportunities. Now, the best buying opportunities now are going to come from small coin shops in the middle of nowhere that doesn't have a whole lot of money coming in, and maybe they even got their prices set lower or even better, locked in with a price sticker on it, and they're just looking at it like, yeah, I bought it for 20, I'll sell it for 25, or whatever the case may be. There are deals out there, especially like resale shops, pawn shops. They're not as up on silver as we are. Those of you guys that are watching videos on this every day, you're cutting edge. You're right there. You know what's going on. Like I said in yesterday's video, be sure that you are also putting away some extra food, some extra water. Have a plan in place if things do get really crazy. Have a means to protect your plan. And keep stacking, my friends. And I hope to see you guys again on T-Square Talk. We are coming up on October, which is going to be a fun month. I can't wait to do my special October announcement. I love doing them. And those of you guys that are members, I thank you. And if you're not a member, I still thank you for watching and commenting. I say that because I've got a great members event planned out for October. I think it's going to be phenomenal. And a great prize. You guys already know what's coming. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys again on T-Square Talk. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Oh, and be sure to check out my short videos. I will be posting a couple more up tonight, this evening, and check out the ones I put up over the weekend. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.